Hello student. In last lecture we have started with the Vaucheria, that is the example of Xanthophyce, and we have started this discussion of Vaucheria. We have gone through the systematic position of this Vaucheria, then the general characteristics of this Vaucheria. We have already finished these characteristics and the classification part of the Vaucheria. Now today we are going to move for the next discussion, that is nothing but the reproduction. Before going to discuss reproduction, we revised the last lecture. In last lecture we have seen that the Vaucheria is the example of Xanthophyce, and this Vaucheria is known as the yellow green algae because it is having the pigment xanthophyll, and it is also having the pigment that is beta carotenoid or carotene. Along with that, it is having the chlorophyll A and chlorophyll E. These are the two pigments which is present in this Vaucheria. Now this Vaucheria is a cynocytic, then branch structure. It is having the attachment rhizoids for the attachment of the Vaucheria to the substratum, whereas in a floating patterns or in a floating type of Vaucheria, these rhizoids are not much developed, or they are ill developed, or we can say they are not very well developed. So along with that, we also seen that they will known as the cynoseptic or the aseptate structure, which is don't have any septa or separation or cell-like structure in between, and it is known as the cynocytic type of structure. Along with this, we have seen that this Vaucheria is having a particular structure. Say for example, it is having cellulose on the outer side, and inner side to that you can see the protoplasm is present. In a protoplasm, different organelles like chromatophores, then the oil droplets, nuclei is present, and at the central there is a presence of vacuole. So this structure is very common in Vaucheria, or commonly observed in Vaucheria. So these characters we discussed in last lecture in detail. So in today's lecture we are going to talk about the parameter, that is nothing but the reproduction in Vaucheria. Basically reproduction in Vaucheria is of two types: vegetative and asexual type of reproduction. Vegetative includes fragmentation and accidental breakage of that particular thallus, and in asexual reproduction there is production of three spores: aplanospores, zoospores and achaenates. When it concentrate on vegetative reproduction, it is clear that fragmentation is the method by which the fragments of that particular organism will take place, and these fragments later on developed into new plant or new plant body. But whereas in other part that we call it as the accidental breakage. In accidental breakage, what happens? Suppose thallus is there, and this thallus, due to some accidents or due to some activities of human, activities of animal or natural activities, that particular vegetative part will break into pieces, and that particular breakage will lead to produce a new plant body. So that we call it as an accidental breakage, and this includes in vegetative reproduction. On the other hand, there is another type of reproduction that is known as asexual reproduction. Asexual reproduction basically takes place by three parts or three means of reproduction: aplanospores production, zoospores production and achaenates. Now these are nothing but the spores which, when liberated from this plant body and while getting the favorable condition, these spores will germinate and it will leads to produce the new plant body of that particular Vaucheria. Along with that, the third type of reproduction is also observed, that is known as sexual reproduction. So sexual reproduction is also one of the type of reproduction in the this Vaucheria. Now, as we have gone through this reproduction in Vaucheria is of two basic types. One is known as sexual reproduction, and asexual reproduction is also there. Vaucheria reproduced by vegetative, asexual and sexual means. Let us look at them one by one. So vegetative reproduction in Vauqueria. This vegetative reproduction in Vauqueria takes place by fragmentation. Along with fragmentation, the accidental breakage is also one of the method of the vegetative reproduction. The filaments of genus may break due to mechanical injury. By insect by septa is formed at the site of injury and the broken fragments develop into new thallus. So it is accidental breakage. It is breakage due to suppose insect. So sometimes the different activities are there. Due to that activities, if that plant will break or if that particular Vauqueria will break, it will starts to produce new plant body and it is known as accidental breakage. Now moving to the next, that is reproduction in Vauqueria by means of asexual method. As we have seen that asexual reproduction in Vauqueria takes place in three ways. By producing three different spores, this reproduction will take place, and these are nothing but the aplanospores. Aplanospores are non-motile spores that form singly inside the structure called aplanosporangium. So aplanosporangium is produced, and in that aplanosporangium, aplanospores are produced. The another thing is there that they are found during the unfavorable condition at the apical side of aerial hyphae. So suppose the hyphae is there, and at the apical portion of this hyphae, these aplanospores are produced by producing aplanosporangium. So there is aplanosporangium. In that aplanosporangium, aplanospores are present. These aplanospores, when get liberated from this plant body, will start to produce new plant or new structure. The aplanosporangium is or are club-shaped and non-flagellate structure that are separated from the rest of the thallus by transverse septum. So there is a presence of septum in this particular aplanosporangium, and it is having the aplanospores. The aplanospores rupture the cell wall of the aplanosporangium and develop into new filament. So while after rupturing that particular cell wall, these aplanospores get liberated, and after liberation, this particular spores will start to produce the new filament or new that particular Vauqueria. Now reproduction in Vauqueria by asexual means of, that is nothing but the zoospore. Now zoospores are flagellated asexual spores that are born singly inside zoosporangium. So just like aplanospores, these zoosporangiums are also produced, but the only difference in between aplanospores and zoospores that here they are known as the flagellated asexual spores. Zoosporangia are green colored and club shaped structure that are formed at the apical region of the filament by forming cross wall from the rest of the filament. So just like aplanosporangium, the zoosporangia is also a club shape. It is having the septa, and it is also produced at the apical region of the thallus. Now at the time of liberation, the spores, the protoplast of zoosporangium contracts, forming a narrow aperture from which the zoospores get released. So the apical portion of this particular zoosporangium get produce this slit or narrow aperture. Through this aperture or through this opening, the spores will get liberated to the environment, and it will germinate while coming to the favorable condition. Here you can see this is nothing but the sporangium, zoosporangium, and this zoosporangium will later on develop into a zoospores, which is having a biflagellated structure. So flagellated structure is there, and this particular zoospore get liberated into the environment, and this environmental condition, or depending on the favorable condition, this particular zoospores will germinate and produce the filament of Vauqueria. Now here you can see this is nothing but the detailed structure of this zoospore. Here you can see these are nothing but the biflagellated structure or flagellas. Along with that you can see the presence of chromatophores, nuclei, oil droplets. The thing is present. This particular spore will get the favorable condition, and after getting the favorable condition, it starts to germinate and it will produce the new filament or new structure of the Vauqueria. Zoospores become flagellated after liberation. The zoospores are yellowish green multiflagellate, multinucleated and ovoid structures that have small central vacuole. They are also referred to as compound zoospores. Okay, so before liberation, these zoospores are non-motile, but when they get liberated from that zoosporangium, it will act as a flagellated or we can say it is a motile. Akynates. Now this is the thing, but the third type of asexual reproduction known as production of akynates. Akynates are formed by the division of filaments into small segments by thick gelatinous wall during unfavorable condition. Now, when the condition become unfavorable, water becomes scanty, temperature increases, the shadow or the we can say there is no particular shadow available for these particular things, Vaucaria. So that leads to unfavorable condition, and these unfavorable condition starts to produce these akynates. So what is akynates? Akynates are formed by the division of the cell or filament into small segments by thick gelatinous covering or wall during the unfavorable condition. So it produces a thick covering to that particular cell and it will protect that cell for the unfavorable condition. The akynates are small multinucleate and thick walled segments that are also known as cyst or hypenospores. Since the segment filament resembles the genus Gombricilla algae, this stage is also known as Gombrocilla stage. So when we see that particular akynates, it looks like algae, that is known as Gombrocilla algae, and that's why this stage is name given as Gombrocilla stage. So it is nothing but the formation of akynates. Akynates resist for the unfavorable condition. म्हणजे साध्या भाषेत सांगायचं तर जेव्हा अनफेवरेबल कंडिशन येते अशा अनफेवरेबल कंडिशनला पास करण्यासाठी हे जे बॅक्टेरिया इट विल प्रोड्यूस दी अकायनेट्स. ते अकायनेट्स प्रोड्यूस करतात. अकायनेट्स काय असते? इट इज नथिंग बट द सेल विच इज हॅव्हिंग अ थिक कवरिंग और थिक वॉल ऑफ जिलेटिनस सबस्टन्स और जिलेटिन लाईक सबस्टन्स सो दॅट इट विल रेजिस्ट दॅट अनफेवरेबल कंडिशन. मग ही अनफेवरेबल कंडिशन जेव्हा निघून जाईल, जेव्हा फेवरेबल कंडिशन येतील त्यावेळेला हे अकायनेट्स काय करतील? जर्मिनेट होतील. Here you can see these are nothing but the filament which starts to convert into akynates. A thick walled gelatinous substance structure is produced. So this particular thing will starts to produce a akynate. So here you can see this is nothing but akynates, and later on these akynates will starts to multiply or reproduce when they will get the favorable condition. So this structure is known as akynates. Now sexual reproduction in Vaucaria. Now as we know that sexual reproduction in Vaucaria is oogamous types. Oogamous structures are produced. The male sex organ is known as antheridium and the female sex organ is known as oogonia. So these are the two structures. The plant body Vaucaria can be either homothallic or heterothallic. Means these two structures, that is antheridium and oogonium, are produced on the same plant. In some Vaucaria it is produced on the two different plants. So same, it is known as homothallic, and in different plants it is known as heterothallic. So these two structure, antheridium and oogonium, are produced, and it is the most important requirement in the sexual reproduction. So sexual reproduction takes place with the help of antheridium and the oogonium. Antheridium is the male sex organ, whereas oogonium is the female sex organ which is developed for the production of sexual reproduction. So here you can see this is nothing but the vegetative part of the Vaucaria. So it will produce this curved structure that we called it as an antheridium, and here a bulge of cells are produced that later on develop into oogonium. So further development will take place and it will convert as a hook-like structure, and this bulge will enlarge and it will produce a big bulge and convert it into globose structure. So here hook-like structure is known as antheridium and the globose structure is known as oogonium. So it will develop and it will become mature. After getting matured, this particular antheridium will starts to produce antherozoids, which is biflagellated structure. म्हणजे दोन फ्लॅजेला असलेले स्ट्रक्चर्स या अँथेरोझॉइड्स मध्ये तयार होतात अँड इट विल लिबरेटेड फ्रॉम दिस पर्टिक्युलर टिप पोर्शन. हा जो या अँथेरिडियमचा टिप पोर्शन आहे, इथून हे जे अँथेरोझॉइड्स आहेत हे लिबरेट होतात, बाहेर येतात अँड इट विल स्टार्ट्स टू रीच दिस पर्टिक्युलर ओगोनियम. So when they reach to this oogonium, here there will be a opening to this oogonium. Through this opening, only one antherozoids will get the entry to the inside. Now after getting entry to the inside, this particular nuclei of two male and female sex organ will fuse, fertilization will take place, and after fertilization it will produce a oospore. Now this oospore get liberated from this particular structure, and when the favorable condition is there, when the good condition is there, this oospore starts to germinate, and after getting germination it will get converted into the new filament or new plant body. So this is nothing but the sexual reproduction. Here again I am going to repeat this. So at the time of maturity, these antheridium and oogoniums are produced. Antheridium is a hook-like structure, whereas this oogonium is the bulge of the cells. Later on it will develop into a globose structure, and this particular antheridium will convert into hook-like structure. While getting matured, this particular antheridium and oogonium get clear differentiation between each other. This antheridium will produce the antherozoids, which is biflagellated structure. It will liberated from this antheridium, and it will come in contact with this particular oogonium. It will enter the nuclei of these two, oogonium and antheridium will fuse, and it will fertilization will take place. Now this fertilized structure is known as oospore. These oospores, while getting the favorable condition, will germinate and produce the new plant body. So here this particular filament will produced after getting the favorable condition. Now the next step when we say here, that is fertilization. At the time of fertilization, the break of oogonium ruptures and beak of the oogonium ruptures and aperture is formed in the antheridium. The oogonium releases a small amount of cytoplasm through the ruptured breaks, and as a result many antherozoids get stuck in the liquid, but only one enters to the oogonium. The antherozoids lose their flagella upon coming in contact with the ovum and fuses with it to form diploid zygote. So this is nothing but the fertilization process. What happens? The antherozoids get transferred to the oogonium. When it reaches to the oogonium, it will liberate its flagella, it will lose its flagella, and the antherozoids get fused with oogonium, and the fertilization will takes place. म्हणजे दोन्ही मेल आणि फिमेल सेक्स ऑर्गन मधले जे काही गमेट्स असतील त्यांचं काय झालं आहे, ते फर्टिलायझेशन झालं आणि फ्युजन झालं आहे. Now after getting fertilization, the oospores are produced. This zygote that is formed inside oogonium comes out and remain dormant for some time. When the favorable conditions will arise, the zygote divides mitotically and meiotically to form a sinocytic structure. So mitotic and meiotic, both the division will take place, and this division leads to produce the sinocytic structure. The zygote wall cracks at the some point, and the protoplasm elongates to give rise to rhizoidal initial and aerial hyphae. So rhizoids are also developed, and the aerial hyphae is also produced. So here you can see, this is nothing but the Vaucaria. This Vaucaria will produce aplanospores, zoospores, achaenates, and all these particular things we called it as a sexual reproduction. So zoospores are produced, aplanospores are produced, achaenates are produced, which later on will get germinate and gives rise to the new young plant body of the Vaucaria. In a sexual reproduction, here you can again see wonderplasm, that means a bulge of the cell will produced. So this will leads to produce oogonium, and young antheridium is again developed. Antheridium and oogonium become mature. After getting antheridium will produce the antherozoids. These antherozoids will fuse with this oogonium, and it will enter to the oogonium while liberating the flagella, and the oogonium or oospores are produced, which is nothing but a fertilized structure. These oospore later on developed into the young plant body of Vaugeria. So this is nothing but the sexual and asexual reproduction in the Vaugeria. So with this particular thing, we stop in this particular lecture. Watch this video 2 times to understand the concept of reproduction in Vaugeria. Thank you.